Hi, I'm the Wandering Dream Man with a little unscripted this time because I actually have some things I kind of want to discuss about or talk about. Just not in a let's talk about. I'll continue on that series. I just need some more research on the matter. But yeah, there's been a couple of things lately. To start out with, my top five vampires in gaming. Well, it have received a good amount of praise, and apparently you guys liked it, and that's all good. I'm glad for that because I really put a lot of effort into making both in the research, but especially in the animation department. And as I wrote in the finale in the credits of that video, I don't really think that I'm going to make that much animation again. Not until I have at least some more experience animating, because damn, that animation really took a lot. I mean, one thing was just animating my own sprite, but all of the things that happened on screen at the same time. That was a lot. I'm not kidding. It probably took me 2 weeks to animate all that alone. So, but I'm still glad that you guys liked it. I really appreciate it. As for the Takahata 101, yeah, I just hope he understands that I used it, and never mind, he's a great guy anyway. Okay, still, no. Moving on to other topics. Well, what's anything new? I just purchased Final Fantasy VII from Steam. I just logged onto Steam today and found that it was available. So, as a Final Fantasy fan, I immediately purchased it, and I'm I'm gonna see how great it actually is for all its praise it's gotten. Maybe I'll include it, maybe I wouldn't, but that's time will tell. Time only knows. But on the other hand, I also have Final Fantasy 14 on my shelf, which I haven't really played yet. I'm kind of a little bit afraid of if I'm going to play it, what will happen and what my what my opinion would be on it, because it's really quite hated, and it's an MMO. I don't really think that there's a lot of people playing that MMO anymore because of all of its apparent problems it has, and so on and so forth. But on the other hand, I also have Final Fantasy 12 on my shelf, which I haven't completed yet, but I like it so far. I really like the kind of crusader looking setting that there is so far. I like the gameplay. I think that the quickening system is a little bit something you need to get used to right off the bat, but that's that's the only thing. And the license board, yeah, can be a little bit annoying at time, but at least it isn't the sphere grid from Final Fantasy X. Oh god, that was bad. I also like that it's a little bit more action packed, and I'm not here to review that game right now. I haven't really played it through yet, so I'll I'll continue on with the topics. I've actually been asked whether why what my top 10 countdown makers are, and yeah, I kind of have some. Yeah, it haven't really been all that easy because there's a lot of them out there. I'm not I'm not just unique. I'm a fish in the pond. I'm a fish in a school, so to speak. I'm one of many, but maybe I just have some features that make me unique. Anyway, well, I made this short countdown to just tell you about it, and it's just what's my favorites, and some of them is not just what if they are my favorites, but also have they been influencing me to make countdowns. And this one was really a debate. The number 10 was really a debate on whether or not I should place this on my list. I have 10 for the win. When I was younger, I used to watch it almost all the time. It was the humor is gross at times and really childish, but I can't really say a lot about it else. It's gross humor, it's lame humor, but it influenced me. Okay. Number 9 is someone called Tektite. If you don't know who Tektite is, that's okay, because for one thing, he have only made 3 countdowns over the course of six videos in all. So there isn't really a lot to be knowing about him. But he also reviews really retro games like Elvira 2, Thief the Dark Project, The Prophecy of Light and Darkness, Phantasmagoria, games like that he talks about in those countdowns. So it's really old games he's talking about, and also very few, but he actually kind of like he doesn't really rely on a lot about jokes. He mostly relies on the research he have done, and maybe that's why I got it. I am trying to put a lot more jokes into my videos, but to make it balance out for all of the dry stuff I have about the research. But it was still one of the people that influenced me into making countdowns, because I thought it was interesting. His countdowns, really retro games, not a lot of them that I have heard about, but some of them I'm kind of interested in if I actually find them. And also he gave me a scare for my youth. I'm talking about I think it's either number 6 or number 5 spot on his worst endings list. It's from the game The Prophecy of Light and Darkness. Try watching it in the middle of the night, just headphones on, no lights at all, and watch that ending and see why I got the scares. I was scared. So, yeah. I really hope that he will make more countdowns in the future, but there isn't really a lot to be hopeful for in that matter. Well, the next one is Stelios, because I kind of think that he is 10 for the win done right, because as we all know, most of his videos is mostly joke based, not really research based, mostly joke based, but he still gets what little special information there is about each segment right out, either through the jokes or and I actually kind of think that he is the opposite of me, the precise opposite of me, because where he focuses more on jokes rather than research, I focus more on research rather than jokes. That's not to say that Stelios is bad. I just think he's focusing more on jokes than actual research. And if you're watching this, it's no offense against you, man. It's no offense. I still love you. Number 7. Number 7 might be a little. Number 7 on my list might be caused by a little bit of nepotism, but I'm still gonna put it on here. It's Bolt of Shadow. Yes, I know, he voiced Dracula in my top 5 vampires in gaming. And that's all fine. He haven't really made a lot of countdowns lately, but I still respect him for that. But the reason why I'm putting him up here is that most of the time he reviews anime games, and I wouldn't say that I'm a huge otaku, but I I, I love animes. I have a lot of anime. I have a lot of favorite anime shows that I have watched throughout time, and I actually have a lot of. I'm not sure if I should call it anime, but okay, it's me. It's a lot of Miyazaki movies, but I'm still gonna call it anime because it look anime-ish. I think. If any of you disagree with that, please tell me what animation genre it is instead of anime. So number 6 is Animal Guy. Yeah, a big Nintendo fan and also the one that started using sprite animation in his work, and that's primarily why he is on my list. He unwillingly or unknowingly inspired me to make animation sprite animation in my countdowns, because else I would have filmed myself and put it on, because I really like acting with my whole body. But I like this. I like the discrecy. The I like that I'm hidden. Okay, I like that I'm not shown all over YouTube. I'm already into free videos on YouTube. So some of my Danish fans might know me. Some other they would just call me a random guy, and that's fine with me. That's fine with me. And number 5. Number 5 is the Green Scorpion. I really like this guy because, first off, he's a big weapons nerd, to be honest. Nothing against Oscar that way. He's really awesome that way. He really knows what he's talking about, and he's a lot into fighting games. I'm not. The only fighting games that I'm into is the Tekken series. So that's not really it. But he is really, really knowledgeable about music. I wouldn't say that I am, because I haven't gone on. I haven't been on musical college or things like that. But um, I still call myself pretty musically knowledgeable. Sorry. That's why the Green Scorpions is on my list. Number 4 is Obsidious fan. I okay. I can. There's some things that is really cool about him, and some things that kind of bothers, and not bothers me, but it kind of where I ask what. That, but that's just me, and if any fans of the thing he does concerns you, it's not mean thought. It's just what I think. He he's still a great guy. He still makes a good amount of stuff. He focuses mostly on the Japanese monsters, Godzilla, and I I have no idea how. I I can't name all of the monsters in the monster movie franchise. There are really a lot of them. Uh, okay, Godzilla and Obsidious, Mothra, I guess. Yeah, that's it. I can name. And He's a lot into that. He's a lot into Big Machinery, the Metal Gear series, Pokemon, Kingdom Hearts. He like big monsters, big action, big flashiness. In other words, testosterone bomb. His countdowns is testosterone bombs. And yet he used My Little Pony friendship is magic clips. That's what. That's what. That's where I say what. Once again, it's nothing against. It's nothing against Obsidian's fan because he's a really great guy, really, really great guy. But it's just me as one that doesn't understand the massive success of My Little Pony friendship is magic. I understand it's great. I'm just not a big fan of it. That's the truth. So everything else, he's an amazing guy. His voice is funny, iconic, and yet really understandable. I just really don't understand the thing with My Little Pony friendship. It's magic. And I know that I have used a clip like that in a Let's Talk About, so that was actually used as a joke, to be honest. Oh, and by the way, if he didn't talk so much about Kingdom Hearts and Pokemon, I would. And then there's Just Scorcher. Number 3 on my list is Just Scorcher. I have been a follower of him in a long time. I have followed him since he made his top 15 craziest characters video, and it was great. Even though maybe there could have been a little more psychological analysis, but then again, that would have made it way too heavy. Way too heavy. But yeah, I like his videos, even though I don't really have played a lot of it. A lot of the games that he talks about, or at least some of them, is Dynasty Warriors and FPSs. And I'm not a big fan of FPSs. The only FPS game that I seriously love is Team Fortress 2, and it's one of my favorite games, to be honest. So yeah. Number 2 on my list is KB Madhouse. I like his style. I like the way he talks. I like his topics. A lot of them is about Pokemon, but I still in general like what he talks about. And he's great at scripting. I don't really. In fact, I don't know what else I can say about KB Madhouse that everyone else hasn't already. So he's a great guy. On to number 1. Number 1. Okay, I think I should say something about number 3 on my list, Just Scorcher. I'm sorry that I only could put him on. Or if you're looking at this, Josh, I'm sorry that I could only put you at number 3, but I still owe you big time. If it wasn't for you, I don't think I would have gotten so popular and so popular that I would. Josh, I owe you big time. And I'm not meaning this to be mean or triumphant or anything. I just owe you big time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All honor to the Marine. And number 1 on my list is the Autarch of Flames. Yeah, the Autarch. Yeah, okay. He views more classic games. He is more into the movie styled games, not movie licensed, but movie styled. And also his way of scripting and acting, I just like it. I don't know what it is, but it's I don't think I can say any more about the Autok than anyone else hasn't already. And also, I have been thinking about showing you my favorite games. But here's the question: do you guys want to see it more as a countdown or as a countdown of reviews, where I use a video to review each game? Just leave your opinion in the comment section below. It would be nice. So yeah, that was primarily it. And